How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farm Simulator 22 called Urjanvaara. And we are going to read the description from the mod hub, and it reads: a piece of imaginary municipality of Hoka in Keniu, Finland, inspired by the acclaimed Finnish television series Metsolat? Yes. 12 contract fields of various shapes and sizes, another 48 pieces of land covered mostly by rocky coniferous trees, 3 viable private roads that connect parcels to main roads. Winter maintenance of these smaller roads is up to you. 2 small lakes surrounded by woodlands, a purchasable grain mill, not only a pre-placed viable sawmill, but ones that can be built by the players, a custom pallet type for planks stacked that make handling large quantities of lumber a bit quicker, a increased selection of constructible player homes, a new factory that produces barley juice, a northern alternative for vanilla grape juice, another new production building, oat cereal factory, make cereal oats of materials that fit northern setting, harvest levels that are adjustable mostly according to real-life sources while still being balanced for the game, a custom crop calendar, a soil map for precision farming DLC, an economy in which more than just a few production chains are worth investing in, Finnish licensing plates featuring EU plates, plain white plates, and orange tractor plates, dark and snowy winters that put your winter equipment to the test, selling stations for all products appropriate for the setting. These include a grocery store, a hardware store, a freight terminal, an animal dealer, and a small farm all viewers of the TV series know. This was authored by SP24699 and is 100.18 megabytes to download. There are no required mods for this map. And where do we start? Well, we are on the side of the road, quite honestly. But where do we start on the map? Let's check it out. This is the map, and we start down here towards the southwestern corner of the map. What do we own on this map? Well, quite frankly, nothing. Literally nothing. This is the first map I can think of that I've come across where there are no lands owned by you on new farmer mode, which means that you're going to have to find a piece of property that's relatively cheap to kind of start off with. But that also means we got to take a look at our starting equipment. We go into the menu here. Well, you don't own anything, so literally you don't have any land, you don't own any equipment, nothing to start out with. This is the first time I've ever seen this on new farmer mode, and I assure you this is new farmer mode. So let's go back to the map real quick. You cannot purchase a periphery on this map, and let's take a look at some of these fields because yeah, some of them can actually be relatively expensive, so you're going to spend a lot of money right off the bat trying to just get something up and running. I mean, you have no equipment, so buying a field is almost, next to useless unless you're going to buy a small field and just lease everything. But even the smallest field, like Field 4, 30,000, Field 3, 42,000. So half your starting money on New Farmer is going to go into a field. Now, you could theoretically purchase one of these southern lots down here for 35,000 and still leave you with 65,000 left over and work on wood, but then you got to worry about a tractor and a trailer and doing all that stuff. So either you're going to be carting a lot of stuff to the sawmill, like this one's 26,000, and the sawmill is down here in the southwest corner. So that's an option. You can do that. It's definitely going to be a survival kind of map starting on new farmer mode. You might want to start with farm manager, where at least you're going to get $1 million startup money. So because you don't own anything, there's no animals to talk about. There are contracts on this map, And you can see some of the, I assume these are some of the characters from the show, because those look pretty realistic photos there. No production chains off the bat, no collectibles, and there are mods specifically for this map. So if we go into this screen first, you can see the Urjanvaara tile here. If you click on it, you can see two of the tankers here, and down at the bottom right corner, it's that barley juice that was in the description there. If we go in the build mode, there's nothing under sheds, nothing under silos, no silo extensions, no containers, no tools, but there are several farmhouses, which is, you know, pretty nice. Let's see, just a little simple house right there to different color, a little bit more elegant to really elegant. So you kind of run the gambit here. Whoops. Going under, whoops, nope. Productions. There are several productions. You have the barley juice factory, which you take water and barley and make the barley juice. You have the oat cereal factory, which this one allows you to take honey, barley, sugar, and oats to make cereal. You have a sawmill and another sawmill. Now, I'm not quite sure what the difference is between these two. Potentially the amount they produce, but not 100% sure. Looks like slightly different color, maybe? Yeah, different colors. So, they might be the same production, just different colors. So because we don't have any equipment, we don't have any means of transportation, you know, really nothing to speak of in that instance. Is there a way? Yes, 509 slots out of 4,400. So you start with a pretty wide open slate. Let's see. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to purchase a vehicle for this tour because we got to have a way to get around. So let's purchase this. We'll just lease it because why not? And we are going to fast travel to it. And we'll check out what we have around here. So this is the shop. If you reset items, it goes right here to the shop. And here's the shop trigger. We come around to the back side here. This is our first sell point. This is the farm shop sell point. And we're going to hop into our truck. Zoom out a bit. We're going to pull right out here. And this is the repair trigger. So if you park right in front of these bays, we have access to repairing our equipment. Nice little placeable area to our right. And here, little fuel station, gas station. And then right across the street, right here is the dairy. You can purchase this for $70,000. We pull back around. Now, you do have to be careful when driving on this map because there's a lot of ditches and uneven roadway. The paved roads are fine, but you get on some of these back roads and you can very, very easily just go flipping right off of them. And I accidentally did that on my first kind of go through of the map here. Off to our left here, this is the grocery store sell point. Sorry, I'm going through all my notes. Moving on, we're gonna come down this road a little bit, and you'll see how don't want to run anybody over. You'll see how down the road here this goes from a nice paved road, nice and smooth, to all of a sudden kind of a bumpy, intermediate bumps back road. It was actually just back here where I crashed on my first... Whoa, there. You see what I mean? Yeehaw, cowboy. Alright. So we just keep on driving back here. Like I said, you want to take it easy back here because there is quite a bit of hidden bumps. They just... The terrain is not that forgiving. Alright. And we're... Whoa there. Oh dear. You see just how deep these ridges are along the roadway. So if you're really kind of hauling around, you're gonna wreck really bad or get stuck. Okay, so this right here is the forgive me, I'm gonna butcher this. This is the Urjanvaara estate. The Kaukovaara estate. Whew, that's a beauty right there. Over here we have our animal dealer. If you have animal pens placed, you can purchase them from here, or you can load them directly into your trailers. And over here, again, the Kaukovaara estate buy point. So this is where you can purchase manure. And then we are going to go ahead and pull back out of here. So as you can see, we're going to have to follow this road down to the south and then backtrack a bit. But thankfully we're on nice smooth roads again. Oh, hey. I went and looked at my notes and ended up hitting a pylon. Okay. So up here on our left is the next points of interest. So here, this is the grain mill. We can purchase this for $96,000. I'm pulling up right next door. Rather interesting set of sell points if you ask me. So this is the furniture retail chain Dock 1. So over here is Dock 1. And then the grocery wholesaler Dock 4. So two sets of sell points right in the same building here, but each one of them unique and will take their own unique products. And next we have to go down these back roads here. And again, you've got some very hilly terrain, bumpy terrain, and some ditches, so be careful. You taking your equipment back here, you will get it stuck if you're not careful in some places. But you can see just how much here. You know, I'm going to stop just real quick. I mean, tons and tons of trees. There's tons of forestry to do back here. I mean, you can see this is going to be quite a big forestry heavy map. But there are some fields and stuff if you want to kind of go about it in that regards too. But it's just going to take you some time because... Oh, see what I mean? It's really bumpy back here. If you're not careful, you will eat some hard terrain. I will tell you, I've several times trying to go too fast in these roads and flipped around and Had to reset my vehicle several times. It's just not fun. Flipping your vehicle, not the map. I actually quite enjoy the map. The edging is something to be desired, in my opinion. You can see just kind of that hard kind of stop to the map, that green outlying border. It just, and especially because it's something you're gonna have to see, especially if you're doing a lot of forestry, just because you're coming down here to the sawmill all the time. And speaking of which, this is a sawmill. You can purchase this for $180,000. Very expensive. And you got your wood chip output there, and your inputs right over here. Now back to a main road. Just to very quickly come up to this dirt road. As it was mentioned, and this is your starting point right here. But as it was mentioned, oops, in the description there, this is based off of a television show, a Finnish television show, which seems rather interesting. I'd be really interested to see what it's about and how it kind of relates to this map. Let's see, so we go back this way. And here, before we get too much further, I'm going to go ahead and look at the map and show us where we were, where we've been, what we've seen. So we started the map right down here, just before this kind of junction to this back road here. We then bought a truck and teleported to the truck, which was up here at the shop. We took in the shop trigger, the farming shop sell point, came back out here. We saw the vehicle repair trigger, the gas station here, came out and took in the dairy. Came out up to here to the grocery store. Out to here, took this kind of back road all the way out to here. We took in the Urjanvaara estate, as well as the animal dealer, and the buy point there, by the same name. Pulled out, came down here, all the way to here. We took in originally we took in the grain mill down here, came back out, and we took in the sell points, the furniture retail chain, Dock 1, as well as the grocery wholesaler, Dock 4. Came back out, down this dirt road, dirt path back here, to the sawmill, and the wood chip extraction point. Came back up here, all the way up here, and that's where we're at here, and we're getting ready to take in the Urjanvaara farm. You can see just how all this is kind of just tucked back in here. Very, to me, this is really kind of pretty, like this kind of farm and setting back here. But right here to our left, this is the sell point and the farm. But you've got all of this kind of tucked away back here. It's very, very nice. And that is all the points of interest on this map. That is the map tour. Now, it is time for my opinion, my old grading scale. As usual, 0 to 5 scale. What do I think of this map? Well, I like the color palette. I like the kind of the presence that this map has. It's kind of a good mixture between a forestry map and having just, other things besides forestry to do. There are contracts, which is nice. It can break up the monotony of forestry work and whatnot. You do have kind of the ability to purchase all the lands, but you don't have the ability to purchase everything. Being that the terrain is so I don't want to say narrow, but if you're not paying attention or you kind of daze off just a little bit, you're gonna go for a ride. which kind of, kind of forces you to really pay attention to what you're doing and pay attention to where you're going, kind of thing. And if you got big heavy equipment, you're gonna have a hard time getting out of some of these. Ooh, see what I mean? Gonna have some hard times getting out of these places. Having this little truck, thankfully, it's kind of easy to get in and out of places, and the terrain is can be pretty unforgiving at times. But like I said, scale 0 to 5. I'd give this a 3. I maybe a 3.5. I actually rather like it. The only thing I don't care for is the green border that's around. I'm sure that's to simulate kind of uh, the continuation of trees. I just wish that they would have just, I don't know, put some kind of visualization to kind of break up the green outlying border there, because to me it just seems really kind of harsh. Uh, but other than that, it's just very kind of tranquil and kind of picturesque. I think that a lot of the custom sell points that they have for the grocery store here, the custom houses, you can tell that they put in a lot of effort for the things that were meant to go in here. Um, the kind of buildings and stuff that are unique, and look at least unique, probably to the train. I've never been to Finland or anything like that, so I don't know how their buildings and architecture look like, but it's certainly like no other map that I've seen. So yeah, I would give this a 3.5, and for those that just aren't big into forestry, there's still other things that you can do, which is nice. It gives you the options. Um, so yeah, I think that this is a good map. Give it a check out. Is I think that there's a lot of fun to be had. But that is the map tour. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows that you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.